and back to Heart Song, and back to me, Shimara, and back to our wonderful Dr. Bach, who discovered flower remedies in the 1930s, and they're as good today as they were then. So today I'm going to say how to take them, how to mix them, because you can dilute the remedies that are on the site, and these are called stock level remedies. So they're made from what's called the mother tincture. The mother tincture is what we make when we're by the flowers, by the trees, and we make them on that day, and that becomes the mother tincture. Now that mother tincture is then created into stock level, so it's diluted down into stock level. So the bottles that are on sale on the site are all stock level, and Dr. Bach said that these can also be diluted down. So they're not homeopathy, although Dr. Bach was also a homeopath, but it's a series of dilution. So if you find the remedies that you want to work with now on the site, or if you've bought the book and you're looking in the book and you've chosen the remedies that you would like to have for yourself, you can then buy the remedies from the site as individual stock bottles. Now these stock bottles will last a long time. They are preserved in brandy, as Dr. Bach did. So everything I create is created from the original Dr. Bach teachings. And so that brandy then gets put into an empty, very clean, clear and dry dark bottle. Now it can be the size of the bottle that you bought, or it can be a little bigger or a little smaller. Bigger the better, but not too big, with a dropper on it. So you're looking for a bottle, an empty bottle, like the one that you're buying, and into that you can put 2 drops of each of the remedies that you've chosen, up to 7. So 7 would be the maximum that you would put into a mixture. And then you can put a little teaspoonful of brandy. If you don't want to have alcohol, you can have other things instead, cider vinegar, for instance, and just put that in, and that's a preservative. So the original ones are preserved totally in brandy and the water that they were made in. Now you're making one that has some more brandy, a little bit more brandy put into the bottle as the preservative in this dilution. You then top it up with pure water, and it's got not tap water, it's got to be pure water, which can either be from if you're blessed to have a beautiful clear stream running nearby that's not toxic, or animals haven't been around it. But usually you would use bottles of good pure water, and then you fill it up, screw the top on with the dropper, and just give it one shake and label it, stick a label on it to say what's in it, otherwise you won't remember. So this can be taken then, this is called dosage level. And at this dosage level, you can take that more or less as often as you like, but usually it would be 4 to 5 times a day. You could take that. If you don't have time to think about it, then 3 times is okay. It will still work. It might take a little bit longer. And then you take this consistently on your tongue, and you take it away from food, at least 15-20 minutes away from food, and also it's important to try not to have coffee with it, because coffee will cancel it out. So that's one thing that you might miss, but you can soon adapt to other forms of drink. So this is how you take it, and give it time. Give it time. This starts working on you immediately, but you won't feel it probably immediately, unless you're in Star of Bethlehem or Cherry Plum, or Emergency Essence, which is Dr. Bark's mixture for emergency situations, and that's another topic. But we've also got emergency on our website. So keep taking the remedies that you've chosen as often as you can. You can't really overdose, but there's no point taking it every 5 minutes, or it won't last long and you'll have to keep topping it up. So if you make up, say, 3 bottles for yourself, and then when they run out, you can make them up again. By that time, that might have lasted you either 2 weeks or a month. And by that time, start going into yourself, start meditating, thinking, how am I changing? Which one of these remedies is working on me now? Because there's different remedies that you've chosen, and some might take longer than others, but you should start after, say, a month. You should start seeing fairly clearly that one of those issues is changing, or you are changing. And so be very aware of yourself when you take the remedies, and very aware of how you're changing, because sometimes it's just miraculous, and other times it's a bit longer, but it's still miraculous. If you can change your personality and your thought patterns in this lifetime that you've been born with, anything is miraculous, isn't it? So stay on those remedies. Now, what you will find is that when one of those remedies has worked, you will need to, on your next dilution that you make, you can leave that one out, and you can either just put the others in, or you can put one to replace it if you feel a different pattern has come up. So this is how we work with the remedies. And as I say, you can do that. You can buy them on the site. You can tune in, do that now, and you can tune into them. You can do it psychically. You can put your hand over a page in the book, or over a picture, or just allow the book to open up, and to really show you what you need. We also have beautiful packs of cards with all the photographs, and that's available too on the website. So these are all tools that you can use to bring your personality, your thoughts, your fears back to balance, and to I've worked with people for 40 years now, and I've seen people transform, sometimes so quickly, and other times a little bit longer, but be persistent. And if you can make sure that you know that you've got the right remedies, then just keep taking them. There are other remedies that relate to karmic issues, which you've brought in with you, which are different patterns, although they might be the same group. But first, work with the Bach flower remedies, because that will take away anything that you've created in this life that you've been working with. And then the more advanced you become with working with the remedies, you might realise that, oh yes, I seem to remember a past life, or you probably won't, but you'll have a feeling that this is something that I brought in with me that I need to clear. So then you could go to look at the karmic remedies, which is another story, which I will tell another time. Thank you for your attention, and bless you for wanting to work with these amazing, wonderful energies. that brings tears to my eyes. Thank you.